Evidently, there was a movie that was made with all AI. There's no director, there's no actors, there's no actresses, there's no script. It's just AI. You put in a prompt, say, hey, make this movie pretty freaking cool. Dragons and zombies and lions and whatever it is. And it just spit it out. And that is a strange thing. And there's a lot of other strange shit that we're going to talk about today.
Many years ago when I was in college, I said the 4 next biggest industries would be, this is back in 2012, consumer robotics. That's taken longer than expected. Internet gaming. Esports. Also known as esports. Smartware. Apple Watches, that kind of thing. And what was the last one? Social media. Social media. Social media I was very, very, very accurate with. I knew that it would blow up. Big time. And what's happening to our psychology is quite terrifying.
Next Level Nation, today for episode number 2108, this new trend is terrifying. So Alan and I are meeting here on a Monday, and Alan said, dude, have you seen this new app? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me about it. And Alan proceeds to tell me about this app, which I'll let him explain because I still haven't seen it. And he said, it's going to do a lot of damage to us, and we don't even realize the level of damage it's going to do. And I told you, so I went on a podcast a couple months ago, and this podcast was in the metaverse. And I was like, I don't know, whatever, man. I'm happy to come on. I'm going to give it a shot. Let's see. So they mail me these Meta Quest goggles. There's a video on how to set it up. There's joysticks, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what this is. So I tested it out, and then the day that I'm on this interview comes, and they're like, yeah, you just got to come into the room, and you'll be on stage. And I was like, okay, cool. I put on my goggles, and I am taken to a completely different world where I am on the stage in front of a microphone, and there are people in the audience waving to me, and it was weird as shit. We're getting ready. So I was like, all right, I appreciate you guys having me so much. Thank you. This was incredible. Like this is one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. He says, oh, let us take you to the ESPN world. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. Just let us take you to the ESPN world. Like, all right, cool. They take me into the ESPN metaverse where there's live sports that you can sit on the sidelines for and watch it just like you're there in real life. And I was blown away. It was fucking incredible. And honestly, when I came out of the metaverse and went back to real life, it was a little bit dull for the first couple minutes. And I think that's a really good example. Look, I'm just going to keep it real. It was cool as shit. And everything was exciting, and there was a bunch of people, and you're somebody different in this different world. Now, again, I'm very grateful, and I love my life, so it's not like I want to live there. But I had a moment where when I took it off, it was like, I want to go back. I would like to go back. But I haven't since.
There's a film called Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen it?
I've never seen it, but I watched 10 minutes of it on a flight, and I was like, this is a little bit too intense for this flight. I need something a little bit more calm. It's too much.
It was too much. In the beginning, there's a race with a T-Rex and King Kong. It's a whole thing.
Much.
Okay, so where this episode came from, I came in, I said, Kev, I have an idea for an episode, because I was posting something earlier. Emilia and I went on a hike on Sunday, and I was posting on TikTok a little video from it. And you can't post on TikTok organically without a side app, without it going to the thread first. It shows you something on TikTok first. And what it shows me is typically not something I'm thrilled about.
Not very savory?
No. Nope. Court cases, girls in bikinis, what I'm about to share. So there's a woman, and this has been happening a lot lately. That's actually why I'm bringing it up. This isn't the first time that happened. It happened today, and I noticed it was AI because it was glitchy. But it looks very real, which is what's concerning. So essentially what it is, and I don't know if it's an app or not, Kev. It's AI. I'm certain of that. I'll just tell you what I'm certain about.
Please.
It's AI, and apparently it's a new boyfriend filter is what they call it, I guess. Trying out this new boyfriend filter or whatever. Or fake boyfriend filter. Fake boyfriend filter is the label.
I'm going to look.
Yeah, and you got this. So fake boyfriend filter, it's a girl taking a selfie video, and a boyfriend comes out of the background, puts his arms around her and kisses her on the cheek, and it's this really attractive man. And there's a bunch of different ones, but usually it's a really attractive, specifically lean type of guy. And I'm flattered because one of the dudes looks almost identical to me, so I was flattered with that. But ultimately, I had this moment of, okay, that looks very real, number one. Number two, are people actually taking time out of their day to like pretend they have a hot boyfriend? And if so, what does that mean? I don't want to be unkind, but I do need to be direct. If you're wasting time on an app to create a fake boyfriend to come and love on you and then posting it on TikTok, I'm certain that there's a better use of your time. I'm certain.
I just watched it. My goodness.
You did?
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. Number one, dude's a stud.
Yeah.
Shout out
real. And again, I don't know if you're seeing the same one as me. I'm pretty sure anyone can do this. I'm pretty sure you can.
I literally just went on Google and typed fake boyfriend filter, and the first thing that came up was TikTok and fake boyfriend filter.
Okay.
And then I
think it might be a TikTok filter. Maybe it's a filter on TikTok. Maybe it's like an AI filter on TikTok.
I don't know.
That would make sense because I've only ever seen it on TikTok.
It's very uncomfortable.
And TikTok's doing some weird stuff too. Straight up. Like, there's no reason why TikTok needs that many employees, in my opinion. But again, who am I?
I think the downside of it is how many times have we, like the high school yearbook photo. Remember the AI high school?
Yeah.
The problem with this type of stuff is it goes viral and then everybody wants to do it, and then that becomes kind of like your new normal. And it's just, there was somebody that I know that they put one of the AI, not one person, several people. They put the AI pictures as their profile pictures.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And it is very dangerous.
Listen, I was a gamer back in the day. I'm all about it. I get it. It fucks you up, though. Because there was a time in my life where I was more confident in a virtual world than in the real world.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, Diablo 2, these massive multiplayer online games, Halo 1, Halo 2. I mean, I was more significant and more confident and more competent in a game than I was in my real life. And I have 1,000 stories underneath that, but I actually created an online marketplace back in the day to sell items online back way before the NFT days. This is, dude, I used to have so Diablo 2, you could sell items with real money and then drop them off in the game to people. I mean, I was doing that before this was even a thing.
That's good. So it blows my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I showed my uncle, he sold used cars. He was selling used cars back then. He had a dealership. He's like, fuck, man. I think I got to get on it.
In the wrong
he
business.
Went down and told my mom and my stepdad, he's doing some shit on the internet. Do you guys know he's doing this, right? Because you're a kid and they don't know what you're doing. I was quite the entrepreneur back then.
I relied a lot on that. You're a kid and they don't know what you're doing. I relied a lot on that.
Yeah.
When the internet was first
when the internet, they didn't understand how to use it. It's funny.
It was good.
So anyways, the point of this is I remember a time where I was more fulfilled and more confident in a virtual world than in the real world. And that is a terrible fucking way to live. I'm serious. I've been there.
I have a story for you.
Talk to me.
Now, again, we're talking about this, so I got it. I'm pretty sure. Now, I did not dive all the way into the story, so I don't know the level of truth. I don't know. But evidently, there is a gentleman somewhere that proposed to his ChatGPT, has a wife and kids. That is going to get weirder. And weirder and weirder and more common and more common and more common. And the detriments to our brain is far beyond what I am even capable of understanding, for sure, at this point. But I can only imagine it's rewiring your brain in some way.
100%.
Right?
So the neuroscience, structural, chemical, functional changes, everyone thinks like, this is me, I'm Alan and I'm Kevin. No. You are a byproduct of your genetics and your environment and your compounded, accumulated effect of all the decisions, what you say, think, do, feel, and believe. We are completely moldable creatures. I mean, dude, look at me at 26 versus me now. Completely different human. That's why transformation photos are so powerful, right? And that's the physical part, but I wish we could see the brain. And you actually can. You can do brain scans. We did the episode recently on boat willpower and how, do you remember it? Premedial.
Oh, no. Dorsal. There was a dorsal in there.
Dorsal medial prefrontal cortex. I don't remember. It's DFTC, whatever. I don't know. It's a part of your brain, which I need to memorize seriously, because what the fuck, Alan? But it's a part of your brain that genuinely gets bigger as you do things that suck, that you don't want to do. Okay. NLU listener, what is happening? I just wanted to jump in here and let you know, if you want to get to the next level faster, we have a free virtual monthly meetup at the first Thursday of every month. You can connect with like-minded people and become a bigger part of this amazing global community. The link to register will be in the show notes. This is changing the way we see ourselves. This is changing the way we see others. When you're on the internet and you're on social media, and I'm grateful for social media for some things, because there are so many amazing community members we never would have met without it. So I'm all for it. However, everything is a tool. It's either going to be constructing your future or destroying it. If you have a ChatGPT wife and kids, there is no possibility that you're going to be as fulfilled on the soul level and on the emotional level as building a relationship with a real person and having real children. And the fact that I even have to say having real children is mind blowing.
Well, no, this person does have, he has a wife and real children. And ChatGPT, whatever. I don't know. Relationship, I guess. There's a real family in the real world also.
Oh.
But that, if anything...
I thought you meant he had a wife and kids in...
No, in real life. No, in real life, but proposed to ChatGPT. Which to me is even more indicative of what the issue is going to be.
Let's bring this to... So, listeners, next levelers, what does this mean for all of us, right? It's if you look at exponential and you look at technology from when Kevin and I were kids to now, it's night and day. More change has happened, and I'm not joking. You can look this up. More change has happened in technology in the last 30 years than the previous 300 before that. That's a fact. That's a mathematical fact, okay? And it's accelerating. It's not going slower. It's accelerating. My car updates overnight, dude. It updates overnight, okay?
Same.
Like, that's not a thing 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is never going away. And the virtual world, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, all this stuff is coming. So what do? Here's the point of this fucking episode. Pardon my French. Do not lose yourself in this. That's it. And I'm telling myself that too. Alan, you have a real life with real people in the real world. I don't want to watch a movie that was made by AI. I don't want to coach a non-human person or be coached by a non-human person. It's a tool, not a substitute. It's a supplement. It's like steroids to me. How do I say this properly? I use creatine. I use pre-workout. I use caffeine. I take a multivitamin, but I'm not going to stop weight training. Weight training is the main thing, and everything else is a supplement to amplify the results of the weight training. And I think that that's a good way to think of tech. Tech is supposed to amplify the good, not eliminate it and destroy it.
But it's so much easier to get better in the digital world. I think that's the allure. That's the thing. It seems so much easier to get better in the digital world.
It is easier.
So let's say it is, but the good vibes, the good feelings, the fulfillment, the pride. I went to the Growth. There was a pride event in New Hampshire, and Taryn volunteered and it was at a booth. And I went and supported her towards the end of the day. And I walked her back to the parking garage, and then she was like, "You don't have to walk me." I was like, "No, I'm going to treat this like it was our first date. Like, I'm going to walk you, I'm going to kiss you on the cheek, and then I'll walk back to my car." And it was like 95 degrees out. So I dumped my shirt off. And honestly, the fact that feel good enough to do that, that's
it's
a huge
big
thing.
Deal. Huge.
And I walked by this group of people, and there was a dude who looked at me, laughed, and said, "Dude, how am I not supposed to be gay?" And I started dying laughing. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm back. I'm back, baby."
that is the tell.
That's the tell. And as funny as a story as that might be, I'd rather get that in real life than in the fucking AI world.
Because in the AI world, you can just you told me this in the virtual reality world, and again, I'll let you paraphrase this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but there was someone who you met online and you saw real photos of them, and then you saw them in the virtual reality world, and they were completely different.
Well, it's because in the VR world, you can pick whatever body type you want, and in the real world, you can aspire to whatever body type you want, and then you have to do all the work. It's not just let me slide to the right. No, make me a foot taller. Nah, it's a little bit too tall. That's why.
Yeah, because if you want to love yourself in the real world,
you got to do the work in the real world.
You got to do the work in the real world.
It's been a long time since I was proud to walk down the street without my shirt on. It's been a minute.
Man, that's nice. It's a good spot to be.
It was great.
Do not take that for granted.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to take that for granted.
The percentage of people who want, and again, for women it's different obviously, but like the percentage of men who want to take their shirt off because they actually are grateful for the physique they've built is so rare.
It's
especially
it's
in the sun. The sun makes you look fat as hell. It's so annoying.
It's the best. It's the best. And it also is way harder to do it in the real world. And that's, look, AI and the internet and your phone and fucking TikTok and all that, yes, there's an opportunity to be entertained there. But there's also an opportunity to take any of this stuff way too far, and we are taking it too far already.
Yeah.
And it's going to get a lot further. And we just have to Alan's point, we just have to make sure that we're in control. I use ChatGPT almost every day.
Same.
I've learned so much. It's extremely helpful. And you could lose an entire day trying to have a conversation with ChatGPT. It ain't got shit else to do. It's just going to answer. It's just going to answer you every time.
Did you see the thing I sent you about the MIT study?
No. Where did you send it?
So I sent you. There's a.
Oh, I think I didn't see that, but I saw
people who are not writing their own emails. Yeah. People that are not writing their own social media posts. And again, I get it. I do get it. And by the way, everybody, get rid of the long fucking dash. That's an obvious ChatGPT tell. And by the way, I'll tell this story. I know we got to jump. I was on a podcast with a guy, and great interview, awesome, cool. I hit him up on Instagram because I like to connect with other podcasters. Boom. He starts talking to me. He's like, hey, what are you interested in? And I start talking to him. I fall for it, right?
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it was pretty good, all things considered. And then eventually, 2 or 3 messages in, I'm like, oh, all right, this is an AI bot. All right, take care. Good luck. And the AI bot goes, nah, bro, I'm just, no, I'm not an AI bot. I here's an episode you might be interested in. And the dude sends me a video later. He's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. It's an AI bot. Here's the deal. I get it. I delegate too. Like, AI is going to help you be more productive. What the fuck are we doing? If you're going to have a conversation with me, I need to know that it's actually you. And that's one thing that you and I do really well is if you DM me on Instagram, it's actually going to be me. And I get it. I used to have it be my EA, but I made my EA say, hey, this is Laura, or hey, this is Amy. I don't want people thinking they're talking to me when they're not. I don't want someone to say, hey, I really, remember when we touched base about XYZ? And I'm sitting there going, yeah. How did that go, man? Like, I'm not about it. So we need to be really careful. If fulfillment is the goal, you have to be successful in real life. And I've been on both ends of this, so it's important.
All right, cool. No fake boyfriends or fake girlfriends on TikTok. It's not going to help you.
Yeah, Kev, you got to cut that shit out.
I got to cut that shit out. You become the type of person that's capable of attracting, sustaining, and growing with someone. That's the goal. That's what we want. And again, there's always going to be a shortcut. And right now, the shortcut just seems a lot better than it has in the past, but it's not. It's definitely not. All right, cool. If you're not looking for a shortcut and you really want to get to the next level through daily consistent activity, we have the Next Level Dreamliner, 5 minutes a day journaling. It will help you for sure. Is it as cool as dating a supermodel online? Definitely not, but it is real, and we will ship you a real one that's real. Link will be in the show notes.
If you want to join book club, we're doing Willpower. This is chapter 2 this week, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's no AI allowed, actually. When you boot the AI out of there, it's completely private with real people in the real world reading real books that actually exist. And they're not written by ChatGPT. By the way, they're written by actual authors who have thoughts. Okay, awesome.
And there will be no AI supermodels there either, unfortunately.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. So it's not the place for that, but it's a place for growth. We promise and guarantee.
Okay. You and I are homegrown organic, man.
Yeah.
Homegrown organic.
I'm an avatar. I'm not even a real person.
All right, man.
You know what I mean? I'm a robot. As always, we love you, appreciate you, grateful for each and every one of you. And at NLU, we don't have fans, we have family. We'll talk to you all tomorrow.
Keep it next level. Next Level Nation.